Matthew Moore's Wood Studio. Today is Monday, August 12th, which means it's time for another weekly shop update. Woo! Well, here she is, finished, complete, in the house, 10 feet of pure, awesome walnutness. I mean, this is just a great, awesome dining table. If you can't tell, I'm excited. So before we get into what happened in the shop this week, which was the tapered dowels, I just want to quickly say here, email me at help@mmwoodstudio.com for an amazing coupon code to the school. You'll get access to not only this project, but every other project in the school and all the projects for the next year. Trust me, it's an amazing coupon code. I can't tell you how amazing it is, but trust me, it is. So email me and I'll send that to you. So let's get into it. So this week, I focused on finishing this bad boy, which means I needed to connect the tabletop to the base. Now, previously, I drilled holes on both the supports for the top and the support for the top in the legs and the top itself. One being a 1-inch wide hole and the other being a tapered hole going down to a 1/2 inch. So I had to make a tapered dowel to go into those holes. There's 4 in total and they help hold the tabletop down to the base. To do this, I grabbed some oak that I first cut the length, which was 8 inches long, and then I ripped them to roughly 2-inch wide blanks. And I just manually centered these blanks on my lathe, made sure they spun nicely, and then I roughed these guys out. So I used a roughing gouge to make a nice round cylinder, and then from there I brought that cylinder down to 1.25 inches in diameter. Now, this is really important because I wanted to leave some extra material to work down to in my taper. So first, I took 1 inch in, made a mark, and brought that whole section down to a 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch is where I'm exiting the smallest hole in these 4 tapered holes. From there, then I could taper the length between that 1/2 inch into where the entrance would be for the hole. So that's roughly for me 3 inches. So I used my roughing gouge to then make a taper across that length. And so that 1/2 inch actually moved in more. I kept working on making sure that taper was from the 1/2 inch to 1 inch over 3 inches. And once I was really close to that rough taper, I then grabbed a block of oak that I had flattened on the jointer and attached some sandpaper to, and that helped me to take the rough shape of the taper into a final nice and even shape. Now you can keep going back and forth with this until you get the right fit. Of course, you have to get rid of all that extra material at the end of the taper. And then you can re-chuck that up into your lathe. So that's one way of doing it. I filmed how to do that for the school, for the class, and then the other way, which I filmed too, was just to use a block plane and to slowly turn the piece around, taking thin shavings, testing the fit back and forth until you got a nice tight fit on both sides. And that's what I did for these 4 tapered dowels. Each one's a little bit different than the next because the holes aren't exactly the same. Even though I try to get them as close to the same as possible, each one was a little bit different. Did a whole bunch of sanding on the lathe, cut them to length, did some more sanding, and then put my finish on and built up 3 coats of finish for these 4 dowels. And now, brought the table into the house, and here she is. So my table is sticking out of the living room into the dining area right now, and it's got a whole bunch of chairs around it. And right now, I'm going to share some just fun pictures and pans and tilts showcasing the table. I've been wanting to build this project for over a year for the school and for you guys to watch, and I'm so happy that it's finished now and I can share it with everybody. So I hope you had a really great time watching this project and as much fun as I did building it. Such a great project, that from the extensions to the flattening and then thicknessing the slabs, the large through mortise and tenon joints for the trestle, the angled tapered wedge, the large bridle joinery, all the shaping, the butterfly keys. What is a really fun project. My question of the week to you guys is this: how many of you are going to build this project, this dining table, for your dining room? I hope each and every one of you wants to, and each and every one of you does. So please make sure to email me for that amazing coupon code. So that's pretty much it for this week. I already did the question of the week, check. So if you, well, please subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. And then, of course, if you're watching this on Facebook, hit the like button, share it in your timeline, and head over to the MM Wood Studio page and like us there as well. And please head over to mmwoodstudio.com and check out all the great classes the school has to offer. And as always, have a great week in the shop.